Hi, Old Testament Interpretation. My name is Robert Alexander McCarter, and I'm doing my research project presentation on Noah. Why did I pick Noah? To be honest, there were a couple others I had in front of Noah, but they were already picked. Abraham, Joseph, a couple of them I really wanted to do a research project on. But when I was scrolling through the names and saw Noah's, kind of unlocked a memory inside of me. My mom used to read me that picture Bible when I was a kid with all the pretty colors and the stories, and Noah's Ark was one of my favorites. I always had her reread it for me, so it really just kind of called to my heart, and so I picked Noah. The first verse that we find Noah mentioned in is Genesis 5:29. That's the first verse where his name is mentioned, and then a couple chapters after that is just all of his story and the story of the flood and everything. When I was doing my research on it, the dictionary of the Old Testament, the Pentateuch, the three key points I got from it while reading through all of that information on Noah, his family, the flood, and everything that went on through that in-depth process. Three key points really stuck out to me, important points that I thought were good. Noah's name actually means rest or comfort or to comfort. But when he's introduced, when they say this is Noah, it's used in a way that foreshadows the judgment of God through the flood. So Noah's name sounds like a blessing, to rest or to comfort, but in the context and of the time and in Scripture, it actually turns out to be a curse on the people who are sinning against God. The second point was the first thing that Noah did once he was back on dry land was he did a sacrifice to worship God. And the first thing that God did right after the worship, the act of worship, was to promise to never flood the earth again, to bless creation, and to charge Noah and his family to multiply and fill the earth. The third and final point that I got from the reading and research was that many people who study the Old Testament believe that there are actually two separate stories of the flood, two separate accounts, which I didn't know this, and after researching it more and reading into it more, it was really fascinating. One account is the one that we normally hear about, the 40 days and 40 nights of rain, and then two of each kind of animal. But there's another account that's issued in Genesis that talks about it's 150 days of rain, and that it was only 7 pairs of clean animals and 1 pair of unclean. And also the term for God is used differently in both accounts. In the first one, it's Elohim, and in the second one, it's Yahweh. But most scholars believe that both accounts still coordinate into an overall story, which is true and full. Well, that is my research project video on Noah. I hope you enjoyed it.